Welcome to the Florida Peanut Podcast. We hope you enjoyed this episode of news briefings from Executive Director Laura Fowler-Goss.
Hi friends, I'd like to make you aware that there is a Florida Peanut team. It's comprised of UF IFAS agents, researchers, and the website, a little bit long and complicated, but if you Google UF Peanut Team, it will come straight up. The website is NFREC, as in North Florida Research Education Center, .ifas.ufl.edu, and then /Florida, spelled out, -peanut -team, and you will be able to find lots of resources there. I'll just read through. There's a peanut production guide, variety performance, peanut certified seed, parts 1, 2, and 3 of performance videos of yield and achieved yield, nematode management, weed identification, herbicide injury on peanut and EDIS article with descriptions, calcium fertilization, disease management, disease risk calculator, which is an Excel spreadsheet calculator based on the 2020 Peanut RX, fungicides, great summary there, disease symptoms with descriptions and photographs of common peanut diseases, insect pest management, also along with pictures from the entomology website, lesser cornstalk borer article, peanut maturity, and also some contacts. We all know Dr. Barry Tillman and his tremendous work on behalf of peanuts in Florida. Also Ethan Carter. And did you know there is a new gentleman coming into the role of the regional row crop extension agent, filling in where Dee Broughton has moved on from her position at the Live Oak Swanee Valley Research Extension Center. So just want to invite you to visit the Peanut Team website at the University of Florida, ifas.ufl.edu. All right, let's talk about peanut exports. So the report is in for the first 3 quarters of 2022. I am reading this chart and I feel very excited to tell you that we are mostly on the increase. So overall, exports are down, but we're seeing some really promising increases. For instance, over the past 3 years, exports to Mexico have steadily grown. They are at 30% of the export share. Canada continuing to be very, very stable, a growth of 3% over last year. China, that's where we went down. We are 40% below. So in 2020, we exported 261 metric tons. 2021, that dropped to 112,000. And in 2022, January through October, 68,000 metric tons. The Netherlands, up by almost 20%. That has been a growth year over year. Japan, up 28%. We are also seeing steady growth there. Germany, way on up there. Now this, don't laugh. 2022 exports, 6,671 metric tons, but that's a 70% increase. We are so thankful to see that. The value of 2022 exports, $600,876,411. Now let's talk about something very important. The USDA has published a proposed rule to update the definition of healthy. We know how important marketing is and food packaging, and USDA certainly has a great goal to improve instant recognition of healthy foods, but the proposed rule would make healthy be on the packaging, and I am really, really sorry to say that peanut butter likely would not be included in that. So I'll read to you here. We do have some concerns, says the Georgia Peanut Commission and the U.S. Peanut Federation, regarding portions of the regulation that may exclude certain food products, such as peanut butter, under the current proposed healthy definition. Here are the 3 points that we're making. Number 1, although peanuts are naturally low in saturated fat, we agree with the proposed rule change provision that includes all nuts in the definition of healthy, regardless of saturated fat content. Point number 2, while we agree that there should be an emphasis on including nutrient-dense protein foods in the definition, we are concerned that certain nutrient-dense foods, such as peanut butter, may be automatically excluded based on the strict proposed restriction of 0% daily value added sugar. Point number 3. While we agree with the emphasis that the FDA has placed on healthy dietary patterns, we are concerned that the proposed rule may connect the public to whole foods but not to healthy dietary patterns. Scientific evidence shows that peanuts provide health benefits for Americans at every stage of life, including pregnancy, infancy, childhood, adulthood, and older adulthood. Additionally, peanuts are energy-dense, nutritious food. They fit into many healthy dietary patterns. The varied forms of peanuts and peanut products, including peanut oil, peanut butter, and peanut powder, allow for increased versatility in various diets. Lastly, there is evidence that peanut consumption can aid in the prevention of at least 3 of the most prevalent diseases in the United States, including heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. So if you are interested in showing some support, you can certainly reach out and we can help you do that. The peanut industry has long been committed to educating and advocating for healthy lifestyles across all communities. Peanuts and peanut products are inexpensive, accessible, and nutrient-dense. They have been proven to have a plethora of health benefits for consumers. I am thankful to share with you that the Florida Peanut Federation has again this year supported the Peanut Institute Foundation. 100% of the money from the Peanut Institute goes towards nutritional research. Peanut-institute.org. You'll find them online. The wealth of information that is available at that website is really, really spectacular, mind-blowing almost. And so we encourage you to share that on your social media outlets. Print some flyers, take them to church, leave them with your doctor, whatever you'd like to help spread the word of the scientifically proven ways that peanuts are part of a healthy diet. Let's talk about Florida's Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. The purpose of that department is to support and promote Florida agriculture, as well as protect the environment, safeguard consumers, and ensure the safety and wholesomeness of food. There's several mini programs that I'll briefly touch on that really impact the lives of Floridians. FDACS promotes the protection of Florida livestock and honeybees and crops and plants from pests and disease. Promote and market Florida's 300 agricultural commodities, not only throughout America, but also across the world. Help farmers implement BMPs and conserve water and prevent water pollution. Assist businesses and residents in the safe and proper use of pesticides. Manage 1 million acres of state forest land, and that includes multiple uses: timber, wildlife habitat, and recreation. Fight wildfires to protect lives and property. Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, through regulation and mediation, safeguards consumers from unlawful and deceptive business practices. They are the state's clearinghouse for consumer concerns call center. Assist Florida schools in serving more than 1 million healthful meals each day, providing students with sustenance they need to succeed. Inspect grocery stores and convenience stores for cleanliness and safety. And FDACS is Florida's lead agency for food safety, analyzing more than 15,000 food samples each year. Scientists test for toxins, allergens, chemical contaminants, pesticide residues, food additives, and fraudulent formulations. Certainly that is not an inclusive list, but those are the highlights. Speaking of, I'm certain you know that we have a new Commissioner of Agriculture and Consumer Services, Wilton Simpson, a fifth-generation Floridian. He has been a lifelong farmer and entrepreneur. His ag roots run deep, a large-scale egg-laying operation of his supplies eggs to Florida's families, supermarkets throughout the state. He has previously served as a member of the Florida Senate and was elected Senate President for the 2020-22 term. Serving as Senate President through the pandemic came with challenges that he was able to help meet. Fought to keep Florida open and free and ensure Florida was a beacon of hope and opportunity and freedom for generations to come. The Commissioner of Agriculture oversees the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. With Commissioner Simpson's background in agriculture, he clearly understands the challenges faced by Florida farmers. His legislative service and history of community involvement positions him to guide the department's other equally important functions, such as protecting the environment, ensuring the availability, affordability, and safety of food supply, along with protecting Florida's consumers. We are thankful for the optimism that surrounds this new commissioner, and we are really looking forward to moving forward as we progress through 2023 and beyond.
Thank you for listening to the Florida Peanut Podcast. In this episode, you heard Laura Fowler-Goss, the Executive Director of the Florida Peanut Federation, give news updates on the peanut industry in Florida.